And hello. Welcome. Welcome back to what very well may be the thrilling conclusion, the climatic finale, the holds all end all of this game, Tales of Arise. Oh man, we have come a long way. So yeah. We're finally here towards the end game. Hey, Luigi man, nice to see you. Just in time for what very well could be the final episode, the very final stream of Tales of Arise. Also back to Luigi man, huh? Halloween is over. Hope you had a good one with that. Oh my. Last time we was in here, we went through the entirety. We went through the entirety of Lenegis here. We went through all of this area. We cleaned out just about everything that we needed to do. We got to the Forbidden Zone. We got these outfits that we're wearing now. We got these cool new little outfits for the Sovereign and the Maiden. We fought Volron. We found him. Actually, we just did pretty much just a whole bunch of talking last episode. During the last stream, it was more or less just plot. Just a whole lot of talking. A couple fights here and there, but to make the long story short, we found that the planet of Rena is it basically has harvested so much energy that it's kind of devised a will of its own. It's kind of constructed a conscious, a sense of being, and that is the enemy. That is the quote-unquote final boss. I don't know how we're exactly going to be dealing with just a ball of energy, but I guess we're going to find out, huh? But yeah, we got a whole lot of information about everything, and apparently that greedy ball of energy is wanting all the energy in the entire universe. The will of Rena was wanting all of that energy, so that's why everything has happened the way it has up until now. Why there were slaves on Dahna, why we were mining all of this astral energy for the Renans. But it wasn't even for the Renans, it was just for their planet itself. And we're right here. We're about to go and talk to... I forget his name, but he's a Helganquil. We're going to go talk to him and get our ship repaired and possibly fly ourselves into the end game. So, without further ado, let's get into that, because this is getting exciting. This is getting real exciting.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
You got a Death Star that we don't know about?
The spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience, and return to being ordinary astral energy.
Well, there we have it.
How are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renis Alma.
Of course.
You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy.
And luckily we got them.
Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
That sounds dangerous.
That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit, and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Yeah, that's what I'm more concerned about.
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What about a more complicated
what are our
option?
Other options?
Yeah.
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die. That we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
Humans are irrational.
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her.
Ah, the thorns, right?
300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
Yeah.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit.
Well, we're trying to get rid of that
That
too.
is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile, and will only serve to strengthen it.
Nah, like a Saiyan.
Wait,
I mean, come on.
Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns could be neutralized by placing them in it.
I see where
If
you're going
so,
with this.
Can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Wouldn't say why not.
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest.
This
and
is
could
Tales of
contain
Arise.
the great astral spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed. I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Now what if we lie and say we
Lie
will?
you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
You calling this bluff?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dahna's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dahna from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
Irrational
What you
humans.
say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
Yep.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have that thing right now.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dahna's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena.
You got a
where
little
the
quiet
Great
there, buddy.
Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower then.
Ooh, pretty.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet.
Oh yes, if we destroy
What will
the
happen
spirit.
to Rena once it vanishes?
Yeah.
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
Not like anybody's living
so
there
you're saying
though.
that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
That's fair.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
We're gonna put an end to all this.
I want to make one
Excellent.
thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
One final bonding session.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person?
I mean, with a name
swear
like
I can
that.
feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait. Once the Fall Knights is good to go again, we'll be taking off for Rena right away.
But yeah, this is Tales of Arise, which is the latest installment. Except I don't even think so anymore. I think there was a phone game that came out recently, like Tales of Luminaria, something like that. But one of the latest, if not the latest, installment of the Tales of series, which is an RPG series that went back many years now. Many years. Classic one I'm a huge fan of. Alright, but Skip, an alternate plan.
Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. But with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you.
That was really cool, though.
Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrek 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
The chances of doing any of this is probably slim to none, so let's just take what we can get. Let's just take what we can get at the moment. Alright, lady, you the one repairing our ship? Hi. It'll take some time to completely repair your starship. Suggest that you all get some rest in the interim. Aye. Nothing else to do. Bra. And loading. Subdoling.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Dahnans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head on, don't you?
Best way to deal with it.
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Retirement? You're like what, in your 20s?
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives.
Probably the first time in history,
course,
really.
I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Dahnans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Dahnans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Oh, totally not.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
What a motherly thing
So you
to
wish
say.
for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright. To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more. That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before.
It's awfully suggestive.
But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Feel like I should leave? Yeah, maybe leave these two alone for a minute? I had a feeling this is what this is gonna be now, huh? Kisara and
Hey,
Dolene.
why'd you call me here? Was
Law
there
and
something
Renwell.
you wanted to talk about?
Well,
Get the popcorn.
if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle.
Yeah, seriously.
So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
For being a goober?
I was being real stupid before. About whether Dahna's will had been controlling us and all that.
Yeah, you know.
I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Renwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something.
Yeah, it was
Of course you were worried.
possibility.
Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dahna's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Understandable.
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
Yeah, one heck of a life.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dahna's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dahna's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dahna's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dahna's will?
What?
Probably.
Well, like you said, unless Dahna's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dahna's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Hevrick 35 might know the answer.
Do you really want to talk to him again, though?
But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dahna's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh?
Come on.
No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
We're at the end game here. Just say it, Law. How very like them, though. How very like them. And now for the big one. And now for the big one.
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
Oh,
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Xion?
This is my favorite part about JRPGs. The
Same as
in-game
you,
bonding.
Still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dahna? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
It doesn't sound very simple, but it really was,
Ages
wasn't
and
it?
ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
So many streams.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more.
Still would have been a
I wouldn't
slave.
have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do.
I don't like this line of questioning.
Like Hevrick 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me.
Yeah.
I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
That's a hefty promise.
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything that
Listen,
we...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Dahnans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second guess ourselves when the time comes.
Yeah, she's
I
right about
promise you,
that.
I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
And that's why I'll never be a hero. 'Cause I don't know if I would have the heart to do something like that.
Okay.
Sacrificing one for the good of many?
But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
Aww. That might be the brightest smile I've ever seen out of
I
Shion.
remember how I felt the first time you touched me.
Phrasing?
My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Don't play it off, Alphen.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before.
Do it. Do it. Ah.
But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
Yeah, one way or another.
You think so?
One
I
way
do,
or another.
Because Shion,
Oh. Oh.
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
And that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. I'm a sucker for romance. I really am. Probably not a very punk thing of me to be, but...
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need
Relatively.
only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
As if it were so
We're fighting for a
easy.
new future for both Dahna and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
And it's the
Repairs
biggest
on
one
your
yet.
starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
So you all
Sounds
saw
like
last
someone's
night.
a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I
Yeah.
have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Ooh.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Yeah.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
Nah, it's fine enough.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Could run if you
Will
want
all
to.
the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
Oh, probably.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
Hey, don't act like you didn't have a bonding session, too.
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy.
Yeah.
Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary.
Yeah, we're a little weird.
Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
There's a long story about that. I'll send you the link.
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable.
You're telling me.
Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand.
I don't know. I've been observing this whole thing, and I get it. More or less.
All right, time to get back on the Fall Nights.
Yeah, I'll just send you my stream playlist, you know? Just watch all of that. You'll be good to go. But here we are then. Back to the Fall Nights. That was nice though. That was definitely one of my favorite parts about these JRPGs. You spend a good 50 hours or so getting to know certain characters, and then at the end, when they're all like best of friends or even more, it's just like, I love it. I love it.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You
Talk
know
about
what
efficient.
that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
Are we gonna be forced to go to Rena, or maybe we can head? That is so freaking pretty. It's cool. It's nice. That's really nice. That is so cool. Cinematic as hell. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good thing we don't need a spacesuit or anything. We can still breathe up here.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere.
Weird
Is
ocean,
this
huh?
really where the Helganquil come from?
Is that what I think it might be then?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Yeah, no surprise.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
Yep, that's what I was
And
thinking.
it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dahna.
It's kind of cool.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Indeed.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dahna is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, The Great Spirit turned its sights on Dahna, looking for another host.
So aesthetic, though. Like, this is terrible, but it's aesthetically pleasing.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dahna's going to look like?
Yeah, let's not have that
We
happen.
can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. Seriously though, this is such... Oh, it is such an aesthetic. I really, really like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's terrible, but...
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dahna suffer the same fate, ever.
Oh my god, that beam of light is beautiful. Special owls seem to have appeared throughout Dahna. Throughout Dahna? Not on Rena? Interesting. I did hear that there was going to be 6 owls, but I thought they were going to be here on Rena. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's such an aesthetic. Especially in 4K. Especially in 4K. This is beautiful. I mean, it's gothic. Gothic as all get out. But, oh, I love it. Nihilist, gothic, all of that. But, oh, it's such an aesthetic. And I love it. I love it so much. Oh, man. Oh, and look at that. We've got teleportals around here. And we've got all of these, all of those. 2 of them, at least. Well, 3, but I feel like that's the one we gotta go to get inside, and then those 2 are probably shortcuts, so we're definitely gonna have a long little adventure here. Holy. Oh, God, it looks so good. Alright, Rena, a world of death. Let's talk about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
Let's try
What
it.
do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Dibs.
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, lol?
I am.
No,
I'm
because
going
I
to hell.
said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
You're
Looks like we're not
right.
going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You think I was already snorkeling in it or something?
The challenge of a lifetime.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just
Exactly.
how do we do that exactly?
With
I'm
friendship.
guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
Oh,
In
most
other
likely.
words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If
Yeah.
that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up.
Indeed. Indeed. Bridging the divides.
Question for you. Let's
Okay.
say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
My desk is made out of wood, by the way.
That's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
What do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Dahnans started pressing their own.
There's a high chance of that.
Dahnans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example.
We can try.
Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
That'd be nice.
You're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
We're about the only ones qualified to do that as well, so I think we're gonna have to. Now, I saw that over here there was a little exclamation mark about this thing. So does that mean that we can leave, huh? Take off. We can go to the Berg volcano. We can go to Dek Faisal, or we can go to Lenegis. I love it. Dek Faisal. I'm just wholly too immature for that. Alright, but before we go into that, I did say that I was wanting to kind of... I don't want this to be the last episode. I really
we
don't.
made it here in one piece.
I really don't want this to be the last episode, considering there's so much left of this game. I really enjoy it, so I want to keep playing. So let's look around, see what we've got around here, and we'll do some side quests first. You know, we'll see what we can finish off before the actual end game, because we're at the end game. We are definitely at the end game, but I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over. So yeah, keeping up with the Helganquil.
Hey, I just realized something.
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right.
Healing
So I
circle.
was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, but
They're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
I have a feeling I know where you're going with this.
So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
Seriously.
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You know, that's a good point.
It's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
No, look at that.
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Same.
Connect
Same.
the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
It makes sense.
But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean just that, I guess. But
Yeah.
still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Yeah.
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Get
Maybe.
him, Hoodle.
What did I do?
Hoodle, use peck.
Now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Comedic relief. Thinning the herd.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
Yeah.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Don't know how,
Isn't it
but yeah.
weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Probably
Certainly
something
in all
like
of
that.
my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dahna, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also
great.
no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Should probably get on that.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
Maybe?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dahna and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
True,
You're
but
right.
being mean is.
Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
People have, they're a little bit easier to deal with considering you can talk to them, but, yeah, I suppose so.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Why are you
Maybe
staring
there's
for?
someone around here.
What do you want?
Yes!
Remind me, irresponsible biologist A. The fact that he's called irresponsible biologist initially, that's already funny. But, the fact that he's irresponsible biologist A means there's gonna be more than one of them, huh? Great. Remind me, you two were both born in this current generation of Renans, correct? That would put 100 years between us, which would make me akin to an ancestor to your generation. As such, I have an opportunity for you to demonstrate the respect due to elders like me. Perhaps I'm reading into things too much, but is such respect truly merited in this instance? I couldn't tell you, one way or another, but it seems like he needs help with something. Just listen to what I have to say right now. You see...
Excuse me!
Irresponsible biologist B. There he is. There he is. I had a feeling. Hold on, I can't let you go any farther. I had a feeling this was going to happen. You always try to beat me to the punch with these things. Surprised to hear you object. Thought you understood that sometimes the quest for knowledge requires that we get our hands dirty. That's exactly why I can't simply stand here and let you do this. I could be losing out on a valuable opportunity. Then let's make it fair, shall we? We'll both give them our requests. Works for me. Got no objections. My head is starting to hurt trying to follow these two. Must be pretty strong if even you admit that. I don't know what you two want from us, but don't expect us to agree to anything.
Hey!
What? Are you simply going to walk past an elderly person who's in distress? Didn't think the generation gap had gotten so wide that young people forgot their manners. How unfortunate. You look younger than us, to be quite honest.
Really now?
Alright, we'll hear you two out. But one matter at a time. We're busy people ourselves with our own matters to attend to. Fair enough, in that case, I can wait. Go first. Thank you. Now, I was about to say before, I'd like for you all to go down to the surface of Rena and track down a certain experimental Zeugl subject of mine. Good thing I came back here, then. It's a failed specimen. I ejected from Dek Faisal. I'm far too immature. I think that would dispose of it, but it seems to have survived the trip in space. Wow.
What?
You threw it out into space? That's so cruel. And kind of cool that it survived, like... Damn. And you wish for us to finish the job, I gather. It's partially what I need you to do. More importantly, I need you to collect tissue from said Zeugl. Why did you eject it if you want tissue samples from it? Whatever. Never would have predicted that it would arrive on Rena alive and well. Merits further scientific investigation. Gotcha. Why not simply go there yourself? Then you could research the creature to your heart's content. Proper field studies aren't my area of expertise. From what I gather, you people are better equipped for such strenuous work than I'll ever be.
I see.
Thought I was being mindful of how I presented myself, but apparently not. Sounds like someone's a little lazy to me.
Agreed.
Have rather mixed feelings. Won't make any firm promises on whether we shall deliver it, but if that works for you, we'll look into it.
Very nice.
For a second, I thought that guy had cat ears. The second one. Pleased to see my predictions about you weren't unfounded. In that case, go on and get to work. The rest of my research is being held up by this, so the sooner you finish, the better. Should also mention the Zeugl in question is a 6-armed giant. It's an extremely violent specimen, so be careful when dealing with it. How did that thing fit on this ship? Oh well, whatever. And I guess I'm gonna have to talk.
The line of researchers is getting longer.
I see
Perhaps I
this.
should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Apparently, we're gonna have to do this. Talk to him,
Hey,
then talk to
Alfred,
this one.
What do you think of
and
that
then this
chick
one.
over there?
And
Doesn't look
this.
like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy.
Why don't you ask Renewal about it then? Alright, so we are... we're good here. On this planet that shall not be named, considering I'm too immature for it. Alright, back to pillaging. What do we got here? You know, we haven't seen the, that gourmet dude. We haven't seen him in a long time.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I was honestly expecting to see him on, like, Lenegis somehow. My lord, you've received a notice from Naudio. It says that the wedding is to be held at Saxtalon Temple. Oh, yeah, Naudio, that one, Renan. Yeah, the wedding. Nice. Excellent, thank you for letting me know. At last, it seems the big wedding is upon us. I can ill think of a happier occasion than this.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I don't like how it's a sub-quest, though. Yeah, let's make that my priority at the moment.
Saxtalon Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held? Shh.
Oh,
Isn't it
so that
beautiful?
way.
I can't wait for this.
Got a skit as well. Growing up. This is growing up.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Oh, God.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
Be pretty
I
funny.
meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Oh.
Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Yeah.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
Do you, Law? Do you?
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Oh,
Rinwell!
Law was just saying.
Thunderblade!
What the hell was that for?
On site.
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back.
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the spring of youth without a little storm every now and then.
I suppose so. Affection in its many forms. Ah, I'm loving these skits.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
Oh,
That's a little out of the blue.
blush.
Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
Feelings, eh? You
I can
wanna...
imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion. But that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
True.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Changing the
Don't
subject,
worry, I'm
Shion.
only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you.
And she's
you're
not
right.
denied a thing.
There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind.
Huh. Yeah.
And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
We've had skits about
You
that.
might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alpin's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
It reminded me of that one. Whenever you sit at the campfire, sometimes they won't have a skit, but you can still talk to people. And there's that one with Shion where she gives Alpin a dish, and he's just like, "Oh, yes, this is very good." And then she turns around, and she's all happy, like, "Yeah, I did it!" And Alpin's just like, "Oh, God. So disappointing." A creepy, crawly tangent. Uh-huh.
Even
All right.
after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Dahna are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, they'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Not like a creepy
Something
crawly.
tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia.
The worst
In
part about
fact,
humidity.
I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Joalim.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alpin? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
It's no
Insects as a
surprise.
culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Back then.
I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
Just out of nowhere. Hey, a lizard. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm having a good time with this. Alright, so, the temple. Okay, yeah, the temple. Let's go and see what the sweating is. We're here already, so why not? May as well keep the the trend of romance alive and do this side mission real quick. It really is a beautiful place for it. Constant vigilance.
I never thought about this until now, Alpin, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
I'm wearing different armor now.
Admittedly, yeah, it can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Yeah, I understand. My
Kisara
shoulders get
looks
stiff.
like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Hey, not always answering the real
That
questions.
part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
Asking the real
That
questions now.
sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Yep. Yes, he is. I mean, this new armor that he's got, it seems to be a lot more friendly with that front, considering he's got a separated top half and bottom half, I think. Let me look up your skirt, Alvin. Let me look up your skirt. Is that a separate or not? Oh well. It's probably separated, so he probably only has to take off the lower half when he goes to the restroom. Yeah, that's something they really don't ask. That's something why are you in your armor? something they don't really answer in these type of games. It's a very unique wedding. Dressed up in your full set of armor. Didn't even take your helmet off. I guess they didn't want to make a character though, huh? Alright. Lord Dolim, thank you for coming. Dolim, you're here. Great, let's get right to business. Everyone is waiting for you to speak. You been preparing this, Dolim? Or are you just gonna wing it like always? I see Kasara and Renwell in the background, sitting down. A couple Renans around as well. Very nice, very nice.
Oh.
My. This is quite the gathering you all have assembled. All the more reason to make sure I don't disappoint. He looks pretty excited about it. Thank you all for coming today. Today, I wish to forego the usual formalities and ask for your blessings on this most auspicious day. I first met Sir Nadio when his soon-to-be wife Kagari, when... blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. This is gonna take a while. Now then, a toast to the loving couple's eternal happiness, as well as peace and prosperity between both Dahna and Rena. I got my drink right here. Cheers!
Cheers!
Kampai!
Cheers!
Alright, time for the big... the bouquet toss. You know, Shion, I hear that if you can't catch a bouquet at a wedding, you'll always be single and alone. Really, the way that I've heard it is that, the next one to get married is the woman who catches the bouquet. That's just how I've always heard.
What?
What? Really? Hee-yah! Ah! Yay! Aww.
Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Why was that one voice acted, but everything else wasn't?
Never. Why?
Wait. Something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it. I'll always be alone. How could I? Oh, please. I'm so lonely.
Good job, Kisara. You're teasing, opened up an old wound.
Oh no. This is just like what happened before. Alphen!
I'm alone. I'm all alone.
Now you're gonna force Alphen to get tased again. Great.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I've got it!
Alvin?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either.
Sure. We'll just use that line
There's
instead.
also this one from me.
Nice.
So please, don't give up. We'll fight this together. Shion!
It's not what he's saying, but yeah, whatever.
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things?
That's not. I feel like that was a fight quote, but alright.
That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
Really? Wait, really?
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Seriously.
Seriously indeed. Seriously indeed. Alright though, we got a weapon though, huh? A Caritas bouquet. And a wedding cake cutter. Silver suit of armor. Ah, that's an artifact. Ah, Dolim, huh? The transcendent matchmaker. Alright. Oh, increased art casting resilience, I'll take it. Witnessing a marriage between Dahna and Renan, Dolim sees their worlds taking one small step towards unity. Fantastic.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
Nope. You don't even know. You understand taxes? I didn't understand taxes. I still kind of don't understand taxes. Taxes suck. But you gotta do them or you go to jail. Just ask Al Capone. Although he went to jail for a lot more than just tax evasion. That was just the only thing that could get stuck. Regardless. Anyways. I gotta see this. Wedding cake. Oh, holy shit. It's better than what I've got. Really? Really? Alright. I'm not too proud. I'll use the wedding cake cutter. Alright, sure. And, I like that one. That one looks really good. That one looks really nice. Didn't expect I didn't expect better weapons out of that one, but, I'll take it. I'll take it, alright. Alright, so, silver suit of armor. Ooh, very cool looking. Tower of Druaga. Don't know that game. XP boost. Oh, hell yeah. Wrought from pure silver, this armor was made to aid the rescue of a tower-trapped princess. A man who donned it never reached the top. Aww. Whenever I think of, that, of course you think of, Rapunzel. You know, the fairy tale Rapunzel. But, I also, personally speaking, I think more of Catherine, that Atlas game that was made, this is a long time ago. Actually, a remake of that came out recently. I didn't get it considering it just added a new route, which I've already replayed that game countless times. You know, maybe later though. Maybe later. That does sound like, oh, I don't know. That game's it's a little smutty. It's a little smutty of a game. Very fun though. Very fun. It's such a very likable game. Very likable. I really enjoyed Catherine. But in that game you also have, basically the entire game is reaching the top of the tower, and then there's even this little side mission thing that's basically Rapunzel. It's a mini game that you can play at the bar. Very fun, very cool, very great game. Love it. Okay, so where was this stuff again? There's somewhere in here. I can't remember. This one. Here we go. Just had to press triangle. Increased experience earned from battle by 20%. That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. I love it. Always more XP is always a good thing. Always a good thing. Okay, so anything else to do around here? We do have this, which I feel like we haven't really fought anything, so maybe not. Anything else? Hey, I was like, no, it doesn't look like it, but I want stuff. I want more side quests to do. But yeah, Moscow. Nice. Calaglia. Back to basics. Hey, Duck.
We finally made it.
Long time no see. Not really, but oh, hi, Alphen.
Hey.
Hey, Cole. What's up? You don't look too hot, kid. Is that I feel like that's a compliment when you're in Calaglia. I'm just really hungry. Even with the Rena gone, there's still not enough food to go around. That's not good. Is there no way to bring some in from outside of Calaglia?
Yes.
We have been. Thanks to your hard work, we've managed to establish trade routes and have a little food coming in. But other places are not very well off either, so there's only so much we can broker between realms. Especially since this realm is nothing but rocks and sand for the most part.
Just great.
I mean, there's ore, I'd assume. This is like a quarry here, so I mean, I feel like sending ore to other realms, you know, they could make weapons so that they can defend themselves against Zugals or, you know, guardsmen, stuff like that. Or if them damn Renans ever came back. Not that the Renans are really an issue anymore. Oh, that's sad. I wish something more could be done. It's not how he said it, but it's kind of how I read it in my head. There's still hope. Heard there's a merchant from Cislodia who's visiting Glanamede Castle.
How's this?
You mind talking to him for us? Sure, see what he has to say. In the meantime, here, have this bread. Pun.
Yay!
Wow, thanks. Where'd you get it? She always comes prepared like that.
All right.
Anyways, let's make our way to Glanamede Castle. The global connection. Alright then. Memories of Calaglia. Probably want to go to all the realms just because of that.
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup. let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
I think it's already
I
been
know.
boiled.
I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Shion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
And then there were
An
two.
overreaction. But it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
Oh, it's the
I know
time.
what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Hell no.
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
No regrets. Back already, huh?
Welcome back, Law.
I think Shion's got a little bit of heat stroke as well now. She's looking a little flushed. Oh, God. Alright. Yeah, Glanamede Castle. Okie dokie. But I kind of want to head to Uzbek first, considering, you know, get the side quests and then do them. Okie dokie.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Not really. Not particularly. Ah, you. Been a long time.
Yeah!
Hey, seems like you folks are staying pretty busy. Ah,
Hey,
you could say that. Seem to be in high spirits yourself, Gregnar. I try. I like to think I'm good at staying positive. Nothing else. After all, everyone else is so scared right now. It's important for guys like us to stand tall and keep hope alive, you know? You said it. It's got you all down in the dumps. Me? I'm fine, I guess. Well, you don't sound like it to me. If Zephyr saw you like that, he'd be none too pleased. Gregnar, cut him some slack. What? What'd I say? Oh, yeah. Huh?
yeah!
Anyways, I just remembered that Nate said he has a favor to ask you guys. He does. What's up? You should talk to him yourselves. Tell him I sent you. See you later.
That's great.
Scurried off in a rush? They're planning something for Law, huh? Maybe a little shrine for Zephyr? Maybe a little memorial for him? Stuff for Zephyr. I mean your dad. Still weighing on your mind, huh?
I guess...
I've known every Crimson Crow since I was in diapers, so I know better than anyone just how much they revered him. It's not like anyone's pointing the finger at me, but it's hard to stop imagining that they don't hate me somehow. Do you want to wait here while I talk to Nate?
Thanks.
No, I'll come along. Not like waiting around's gonna make me feel any better. Mixed feelings, yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Give priority? Sure. It's around here, so probably... I should probably be more concerned about the food, but I feel like this is... you know, gonna be a quick one, so I'm just gonna stay here. Hey, what's up, Nath?
Huh?
Oh, hey, you guys. What can I do for you? We were gonna ask you the same thing. Gregnar sent us to talk with you. Said you had a favor to ask. Favor? What favor? Oh, I know. You know the Iglia Wastes. There's a Zoogle there I want you to take care of. For now, we've managed to contain it and block off the roads, but who knows when it'll break loose and start causing trouble again. So finally we're going that way. The place that I thought was going to be where Alphen's spaceship was, but I was wrong. So I did something that I saw at the very first stream of this. Finally, we can go that way. I've been wondering. It's been bothering me, actually. I'm just like, where? This place. Why am I not there yet? Anyways.
Alright.
That makes sense. Guessing you want us to go in and make sure that never happens. Yeah, more or less, yeah. But I'm not asking you to do it, Alphen. I just want Law to take care of it instead. Me? Really? Got a problem with that? No, it's not that, but...
Alright.
Alright, good. Get to work as soon as possible. You need to break the barrier to get it done, that's fine too. Anyway, that's all for me. Don't let me down, you hear?
I guess.
What's with these guys? First Ragnar starts acting weird, and now Nate. It's me. It's 'cause I got my dad killed. Law. No, it's fine. It's the least I can do after what I put these guys through. I'll be back. Nobody said we couldn't help you. We'll come too. Yeah. Defeat the Zoogle in a sealed off area. Alright. Now, considering it's like this. It was this one, the Glanamede Castle. 3rd floor, eh? Alright, sure. To this place. The Crimson Crows. Okie dokie. 2nd floor. Alright, cool. We can just go this way. This cake cutter sword that I have very much looks like a butter knife. Just a very large butter knife that I have for some reason. Alright, 3rd floor. Elevators make life convenient. Alright. Oh. There he is.
I'm famished.
There he is. And we finally lost our food. It's been so long. We've been rocking that no food for so long. Well, if it isn't our old foodie friend. This time you're in Calaglia, eh? Alphen, finally. I've been waiting for you to show up. Oh, so you'll talk to him, but not me. Great. That's because I can tell your palate is no good. What's up, Gordino? Find another recipe? Quite the opposite, actually. I can't find a damn thing here. There aren't any fine delicacies here in Calaglia. Yeah, it's not a surprise.
Right.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I can't think of anything like that either. We eat bugs sometimes. I want to take something with me, but at this rate, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
If you can't find anything, why not just fix something yourself instead? What? There's still stuff to eat in these parts. Just whip up something good with what you can find yourself. Kind of what cooking is all about, isn't it? Would have figured you of all people would have known that.
I don't believe this.
Aha! You've got guts thinking you can lecture me about food, young lady. But you're absolutely right. Not only am I a fine connoisseur of food, I'm also a chef par excellence. Watch and learn as I put all my years of culinary expertise to good use to produce the finest dish this land has ever seen. There's something fun about just speaking in a boisterous manner like that. I don't know why, it's just fun. Not sure he made anything else by himself.
Okay.
Oh yeah? If you're so confident, I'd definitely like to take some home with me.
Great.
Alright, let me help. This concerns Calaglia, so it feels personal to me. Gladly. In that case, could you gather some ingredients for me? Hey, some wheat and eggs. I mean, here you go. You've already got what you need.
Work.
Nice work. Now I can get to work. With these ingredients and all my knowledge and insight, this is sure to turn out exquisitely. You know, I said that I wasn't going to do funny voices when I streamed, but, here we are. All done.
But this is...
What is this? Some kind of fried bread? Well, let's give it a taste.
Wow.
Hey, this is good. You sure put those ingredients to good use. I'll give him credit there, but doesn't the inside still taste a little doughy to you? Yeah, plus there's nothing special about just plain old fried bread. Even with my skills, it looks like I have more work to do. Fried bread that's still doughy. Wait, I've got it! You gonna throw it in lava? How about these? Are they supposed to be Hey, we made donuts.
Yes.
Yes, I was inspired by these castles' architecture. I call them Glanamede donuts. I'll try one. Donuts are a weird word considering there's like two ways to spell it. There's that way, like the D-O-N-U-T-S, and then there's the D-O-U-G-H. Because dough, not you know. I don't know what the difference is. There's probably no difference, just depending on where you're at. Alright, I'll try one. Oh, now this is good. I can't get enough of this crispy texture.
Amazing.
Yeah, it tastes great. I'm in heaven. Had no idea you could make anything like this in Calaglia. I like it. It's got a unique look, too. I can work with this. Now you see, if we're gonna upgrade those a little bit, put some like cream in the middle of them, maple cream filled donuts. Fantastic, fantastic. Although honestly, personally, you just can't beat a glazed donut. There's something simple about them that is just so good. I'm getting hungry. Now I can work with this.
Work.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear my hard work has paid off. Hey, what do you think about selling these things? I'll bring a whole bunch back to Sislodia. They'll be a hit. Maybe I should. You know, finally realized something after fixing these donuts for you all.
Very nice.
Cooking has the power to make people smile, and I want to spread that sensation far and wide. You've got yourself a deal. There's no finer delicacy than the joy in your heart that comes from a good meal. That's what being a gourmand is all truly about. I know exactly what you mean. Now I'll teach you the recipe for these donuts. Least I can do to help. Least I can do to repay you for all the help.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gordino.
Yes.
Now let me ask you one more thing before you go, though. How do my donuts actually taste? How do they taste? Well, oh, here we go. Absolutely exquisite. Ha! With that, my culinary quest has finally come to an end. There we go. Ganymede donut recipe. Nice. Alright then. Deliver the donuts to Cole and Doc. Alright, sure. Why not? Oh, right. We actually came here for a reason. I forgot. Oh, I forgot that we actually was doing this for a reason. Alright, Mozgul. Hey, Doc. Hey, Cole. I got a sweet little treat for you.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Indeed, Alphen, indeed. Alphen, you're back.
Hey.
Yeah, and I brought some food with me. Help yourselves. What is this, some kind of treat?
Yes.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Oh.
Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah, this is yummy. Where'd you get these? A friend of ours has been making them over in Ganymede Castle using the ingredients from around here.
What?
Really? You can make food this tasty here in Calaglia? Merchant from Sislodi liked them too. Think trade between our realms is going to pick up thanks to these.
Yeah!
Yeah, we could sell food this good anywhere. This is great. It's so cool to know we can make stuff like this here.
Yes.
Guess I'll have to stop complaining so much now.
Yeah!
Guess so, old man. Guess so. I'm gonna see what other awesome stuff I can make here in Calaglia too. You're gonna be the new hit sensation, Cole. That way I can pay you back for the bread you gave me before, miss. I can't wait to see what you make. A clerk uniform. Okay. Alright, Glutton's coat as well. That's an artifact. Nice. Alright. What's this? Doling, the antique collector. Increase critical hit damage. Cool. Alright, nice.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring, but what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Yeah, there wouldn't be anything left. Wouldn't be anything left after that. Alright. Let's see now. Artifacts, so what did we just get? We got... was it the Glutton's Code? I think so. Pac-Man. Alright, the scroll describes the demon beast's ecology and food chains therein. Suggests the two are destined to chase each other for eternity. That is indeed Pac-Man. The game that can literally go for just about ever. Goblin balls until you die. Cooking effect boost too. Alright. Be nice to have, makes recipes last 20% longer. Very nice. So is that 30% longer? Probably. Also, we got an outfit, a clerk uniform. Huh. That looks very nice. Huh, yeah, I like it. Looks very nice. Probably on everybody, right? Looks almost like a schoolgirl uniform. Because of course it is. Because of course it is. Alright, one for Ren. It actually really fits on Renwell. I don't know. It looks very appropriate on Renwell. Huh. Clerk uniform, not at all for law. Kind of, I suppose. Kind of, but not really. The gauntlets, especially. Maybe if he didn't have the gauntlets on, that would look better, but it looks kind of out of place on him. Alright, and then Doling, which... yeah, he just looks like a schoolboy now. And Kisara. Yep. Not bad, actually. It doesn't look too bad on her either. Alright. Alright. So what else do we got? What else do we got? We've got... the Iglia Wastes. Indeed. We got this whole thing down there. Which also... we got this, this campfire, which means that we can sit down.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hoodle.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Okay, so we did mention, we went to Rena, and then it said that there was going to be more owls around, so I guess... how many areas do we have? How many areas have we been to? So Calaglia, Cislodia, Menancia, Mahaksar, Gantheros, and then Rena and other. So it's probably going to be at least one in Calaglia, one in Cislodia, Menancia, Mahaksar, Gantheros. But then where's the last one? Where would the sixth one be? Don't know. The Wedge, perhaps, I suppose. That is the middle of nowhere, so perhapsably. Anyways, the Iglia Wastes. We will, talk to this merchant, forge weapons, may as well see what we've got. All these new stuff and things, and they are very freaking good. And look at that. Look at that. So the iron pipe that we got for that one side mission, that's a very cool looking blade. It's, probably the best weapon in the game, then. Because that looks really good. Hollow Edge. The Sodium Lenegis. Dragon Blood. It's level 4, huh? Strange. And then the El Avaf. Ooh. Oh. Oh. That looks cool. That looks really cool. Alright. So Ominous Eyeball, Cursed Claw, Blistering Fangs. Bunch of level 6 stuff. Probably stuff we will find on Rena, to be quite honest with you. Most likely, at least. The Monochrome Spiral. A very tip-heavy gun, it looks like, but very cool as well. I like it. Sacred Karma. Bright Angelica. Oh, it's basically like the beginning gun, but, upgraded to the max. Huh. Alright then. And these ones are not worth my time. Correct. God, there's a big jump, like, the Sacred Karma, and even with Alpin, his second weapon, to the quote-unquote best weapon, or at least the best one we can have at the moment. It's almost doubled. Very nice. Oblivion Ring. Damn, look at that. That looks phenomenal. That looks so cool. Dark Tree Blood. We have everything else. Huh. Heavenly Gaze. Huh. Cool. Cool indeed. Alright, and I'm guessing this Oblivion Ring, that's probably the strongest book, so that's probably the one that we'll show to that one librarian lady, and we'll be done with that side quest. Oblivion Gauntlets, dude, this looks so cool. Oh god, they look so cool. So intense as a Divine Wrath. Oh, I like them. I mean, I like these a lot, but just look at that. That looks insane. And then we have Doling with just kind of a basic looking rod. Kind of hard to make a rod look cool, I suppose. This one I actually really like the look of, though. The kind of what do they call that? The DNA like wrap around. Looks very cool. I like it. These ones just kind of look all right, though. Alright, ooh, I love it! The Matriarch Martel. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Ooh, Adamus Regina. Very nice, very nice. And then blue shield. It's better. Why not? Why not? Alright, cool. Did I even use this shield very much? I feel like I probably maybe didn't. Alright, so nothing to sell really. Huh. Alright, cool. Manage ranch, may as well. Okay, dokie. Cow, cause why not? Pig, cause why not? Chicken, cause why not? Horse, cause why not? Sheep, cause why not? You know, I'm a little disappointed about this. I really was hoping that it was going to be a little bit more in-depth. You know, that the ranching was going to be a little bit more in-depth, but oh well. Oh well. Great accessories. Probably don't need anything. Revival ring, we can make one of these, Ooh, and they're level 4 as well. The attack plus 60. Ah. Increased aggro large. Probably a pretty good thing for a revival ring. Interesting. Half AG cost chance. Interesting. Penetration plus 80, but resistance minus 80. Not... I don't like that. Physical damage. What? What? Reduces physical damage by 20%. I'm going to assume that means that it reduces physical damage done to you and not how much you deal out, because otherwise that would be useless. But then again with this, I don't know. I don't know though, considering resist ring says decreases damage taken. This one just says reduces physical attack damage, which makes me think that this might actually be terrible. I don't know. Stat boost on enemy defeat, very nice. Well, all of these things. Ah, the Spirit Bangle, that's the one. That recover 1 CP on enemy defeat. Could be good, but meh, you know how it'd be. I might want to look into those. Because it's been a long time since I've created an accessory. I do actually want to look at everything that we've got, though. I want to check this. So... Alright, our life stuff. Pretty good. 20,000 for the Omega Elixir. No surprise, though, considering that's a very useful thing. Alright. We'll sell 10 tomatoes, though. Try to get everything down to 50 again, just because... That's, probably a safe bet. Oop. 3 mushrooms. Feels like there's no point in selling 3 mushrooms, but, at the same time, you know. That's 69. Make that 50. There you go. Get a little bit of extra money, considering we don't want to not be able to pick up anymore. Alright, 7 of these. It'd be terrible if we couldn't pick up more of these, considering we had so many of them. So may as well. I don't think we're going to ever need any more than 50 at a time, so we'll sell that, keep them around there. And now we're at this point, so we are probably good on that. Whole bunch of crystals, whole bunch of ore. Yeah, kind of had a feeling. Very useful for upgrading accessories, so may as well keep it.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yeah, we have. Alright, time to take a break. Camp out.
Why are you staring at me?
I could ask the same thing.
So this is how the Sovereign and Maiden are supposed to look. You two go great together.
Law, come stand between us.
Oh, sure. You want me to put something white on as well?
Of course she doesn't.
Take a closer look, Shion. It's a miracle.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
This outfit, it's already got blue accents on it.
Oh, true.
So I see.
True. I love that. I love that. That's such a reoccurring joke. Not even a joke, a reoccurring theme. That you would look good in some blue. So he put on a blue scarf. And then that outfit already had some blue on it. The joys of eating. Let's get about it, eh?
I love how much amazing food we get to eat, even when we're out on the road.
We've come a long way.
Me too. Especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
I was about to
She
say.
didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
I was thinking it probably was going to have some gold plates
When
from
I
time to
first
time.
learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
Hey, relatable. Relatable.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
It's kind of what I do now.
That's a silver-spooned elite for you.
Sorry. But anymore, I just eat whatever is convenient, whatever I can get a hold of. I'm very much not a picky eater. Used to be. Oh god, I used to be, but now, sure, whatever. I'll eat just about anything. But I do remember very vividly. I might have told this story before, but I'll tell it again, just because why not? That way back in the day, I remember we was at some seafood restaurant, and it like hit me, like I bit into like a shrimp, and I was like, oh my god, this is an animal. You know, something died to feed me. Huh. Like I just had like that first like kind of feeling of it. Then my grandma she said something along the lines of it was something real dorky, but I mean it's, you know, for a kid it worked out, but it was something along the lines of like that shrimp knew that it was going to it used its life to feed me. It was going to willing to sacrifice its life to feed me, and so that's something that I remember fairly vividly. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess, you know, I wouldn't want its sacrifice to be in vain, and so I'll eat it. And that was about the one and only time that I ever kind of got, I don't even know what the word would be for it, disgusted almost? Not quite the best word for it, but for lack of a better term. Yeah, I was just like, oh my god. I feel like I was probably close to being a vegetarian, or maybe even I like milk. Milk's too good. I was probably close to being a vegetarian, though, when I was younger, considering there was a whole lot of... Apparently, when I was a baby, I really liked veggies. And then, as I got older, I had that one experience, which, I mean, now I'll just eat whatever. Couldn't care less. So long as I get my nutrients, I just couldn't care about the rest. But anyways, zealous taste testing.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you
That
that I
explains it.
understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make, too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
It's no
That is a
surprise.
good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
Very
I don't
curious.
Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Yeah,
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
probably
Come
true.
on. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Wouldn't
Then
you?
how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
Oh.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Metabolism.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec. Are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
She's what, Law?
Nothing?
Nothing.
The injured immortal.
Shion, about that fight just now.
The fight?
Sorry
Have we
about
fought?
that. I was careless.
I don't think we fought
I
yet.
didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway.
It's a very strange
It's like
curse.
how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain. And then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
That's not what he's meaning.
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
no, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
I love it. I love moments like that. And this entire episode so far has been nothing but moments like that, which... it fills my heart with joy. Cook before resting, you know it. Alright, so... probably gonna be that one, but we do have a bunch of things, so... attack up large would be very nice indeed, especially considering we should have an experience boost already, so... maybe... earn combat points up. Heck does that even mean? Earn oh, right, it's a grade. Gotcha. Something that we don't have to worry about until New Game Plus, which I mean, you know. All right, anything else? Sashimi, cheese fondue. Remember one of my friends bought a cheese fondue maker a couple years back. He bought so many weird little things like that. Just while we were playing games, he would just have his cheese fondue maker, like right next to him, and just be dipping whatever in it all the time during the entire game. He was living life up. Now we were young, you know, kind of got our first paychecks, and so he was just like, you know what I want? I want a cheese fondue maker. And damn it, he made one, or he got one. Alright. We do need, ice cream. I do remember ice cream was something, but I don't actually see ice cream on this list, so... oh well. Mabo curry bun increases cooking effect by 30%. Sure. Doling, make it up.
This flavor, why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
And you did it all yourself. Feel proud. Oh boy, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised we have a bunch of these. And I mean, come on. Do you even have to ask which one of them I'm gonna be bonding with at this
Shion,
moment?
Could we talk a moment?
Sup?
I thought you had something to talk about. I was waiting on you.
Not really. Why? Should I leave you alone when I don't?
No, it's fine.
We used to really have to force these conversations when we started talking to each other, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now it's
What
a
is it?
comfortable silence.
do you think you'd like to make something together?
Like a baby.
Make what exactly?
Just if you wanna make dinner together. What did you think I meant?
Huh? Dinner? Oh, Oh, dinner. Yes. Yes, of course. Dinner. Right.
What did you think I was talking about?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what did you have in mind?
Well, do you recognize these ingredients?
Oh, God.
This is... Wait.
Yeah.
Is this?
So you remember?
What, porridge?
That's right. We're going to fix the very first meal we ever had together.
Yeah.
Although I remember it not being well received when we had it.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't great.
still remember that, huh? I'm sorry, Shion.
I'm just teasing you, Alphen. I picked this recipe because it's easy to make, and I thought it would be a good choice for dinner, too. Anyway, let's get to work. With both of us making it, we should be finished in no time.
I never thought we'd end up eating alone like this again. Just the two of us.
Yeah. So much has changed when you look back on it. Well, I guess maybe not what we're eating, but still.
No, I'd say even that's changed too, in a sense. Our meals are a whole lot better now.
Oh, yeah.
True. We've both come quite a long way in the culinary arts.
Even doling.
That's not exactly what I mean. How do I put it? It feels like eating together is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Even after our battles are done. When Dahna is saved and our mission is finished, we'll probably still be sitting down to dinner like this, night after night.
Yep. I doubt that much will change. You've always got to eat at some point.
Unfortunately.
I hope our dinners will always feel like this.
Maybe not exactly like this. Hopefully we won't still be camping out.
Oh, no, not at all. I meant in a nice, warm house. One with a roof over our heads and a proper fireplace, instead of an open campfire.
Alphen's
And
really...
real chairs instead of these logs. Nice plates and silverware on a big dining table. Oh, and a proper kitchen. That'd be nice too.
really letting your
And when it's
imagination
time
run
to fix
wild.
dinner, we'll be in that kitchen.
Standing side by side.
Damn.
Whoops. Looks like we made too much. I don't think we'll be able to finish all this.
Yeah, you're right. I'll see if anybody else is still awake. I'd really hate to have to throw it away.
They went for the
Side
kill
by
shot there.
side, huh?
Oh, damn. They went for the kill shot there. Oh. Wow.
Sorry if I'm a bit restless during the night.
I think you got me feeling restless right now. Yeah. That was a bit... Master art. Shion, explosive charge. Huh. So is that the final skit? Campfire skit with her?
Did you get enough sleep?
I think Alphen's imagination was running a little wild to be sleeping, but, I guess he's fine. Master art, you say? Maybe it said mystic, but I read it as master. Mystic arts, yeah, to execute an overlimit, hold 2 with the following buttons with an +5 combo. Or 5+ combo. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Using separate arts. Oh. Hold 2 with the following buttons with a 5+ combo performed using separate arts. It doesn't even have to be 5. I think I've been trying to do 5 of these attacks every single time that I've tried for that. But apparently the combo just needs to, you need to hit the enemy 5 times and hit 2 different arts at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally, well, whoops. I kind of want to auto-turn this one off, considering if we can, just say that would be great. But at the same time, I would want them to still use the Mystic Art, the weaker version, if they can't get the combo up and going. Very nice, though, very nice. We got a good bit of SP between some of the characters, but we've wasted enough time, yeah? We have certainly spent a lot of time already doing a whole lot of nothing but talking. Yet again. Last stream was nothing but talking in like 2 fights. This stream kind of following that same that same deal. Alright. But let's crack
Is
this
this the
egg
barrier
open.
that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter?
Yeah. I don't know. Tear it down! Going to this battle with a little less CP than I
Did they
would
really think
appreciate.
that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This
Really?
should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
I don't know, that looks kind of rough to me. A shelled enemy that's got magic. Not very excited. Not very excited to get into this, but data saved. Time to go.
That thing looks like trouble. Quite.
Better make it double. 53. Why not? Why not? That seems like it's relatively within our means, so now I gotta remember how to play this game in combat. It's been nothing but, like a visual novel up to this point, so, yeah, let's see if we can remember. So, R2's my dodge, R1's my normal attack, face buttons, except for circles, the Mystic Arts, and I can do L2 to swap it up. Alright then. Also, face buttons for all of them. Cool. Let's go. Let's get into this. Okay, also we want to focus fire on these type of things. We're not dealing a lot of damage, which is a shame, but, I mean, to be fair, it is indeed. And I'm already almost dead. And I'm already almost dead. First aid, thank you. That's a big... God. Okay, I think this is definitely possible, but we just got rinsed. We just got rinsed, considering pain is a very real thing. Shion was right there up in the middle of it all. Okay, so she used Freeze Lancer, so I'll use Life Bottle now that the time has expired. And then... Healing Circle. Hey, let me get ahead of that. Let me get ahead of that. Thank you. Oh, I'm forgetting buttons. Forgetting where they are. Okay, well, it's doing the magic again. Well, I can do it again already. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, I did Dolan in one accident. So, it actually works out pretty well for us. Okay, so this enemy is definitely within our realm of possibility. But, at the same time, he can hit like a truck. So... That would be silly. That'd be absolutely silly. Okay, we definitely want that as well. No help from Rinwell on that part. So, ooh, fire's its weak spot, huh? Good to know, good to know. Alright. I mean, yeah, like, look, we're already an eighth of the way down through this fight. So, I feel like we are definitely within our means, except the fact that
You shouldn't have messed with me.
they really hurt. They really, really hurt. Do a whole lot of damage that I'm not a fan of. Alright, and another one of those. Life Bottle again. Smoke him if you got him. Alright, and one of these. I see the magic, so knock him down. Definitely very possible.
Yeah, you too.
You too. Okay. We'll never back down. We're never gonna give up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around. But we're gonna try our best to hurt you. It does a whole lot of magic attacks, which is very good for Rinwell in this fight. Also, maybe, honestly, I should try to put... No. I should definitely leave Law in. I was thinking maybe swapping Law out for Doling so that we get some more healing in here. But at the same time, this is kind of Law's fight. Alright. Yeah, keep going. Throw him as soon as we get a chance. So, also, I'm really thinking about getting rid of Dragon Swarm, considering it's one of my favorite attacks, but at the same time, it's awfully long, you know? it takes a long time. Aqua Laser, probably one of my favorite attacks for it to do. That little spin. Well, that was nice. I don't know why I pressed that. You say that, but it's very helpful. It's very helpful. I'm just like dodging around as much as I can. Yeah, I used Rinwell at a complete, like, worthless time. Okay, that's going towards Xion. Hey, Rinwell, please. Please. Well, I mean, keeps going that way. May as well. One of these. Nice. I was able to knock him down. The crystal's back. This is definitely possible. We're definitely going to try for it. But, Lord, if it's not hurting. We are using the attack up L. So, it's not like we are... he's moving around. Changed up his blah 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 magic. Hopefully we can get... we're doing more damage than we would normally. And hopefully that means we're going to be doing pretty good. May as well. Don't know how I feel about that one, but alright. Cool. You did the most resistant type of attack. Fantastic. Alright, well, whatever. We got Rinwell up here again. Dodge out of that. Yeah. Get out of that. Get out from behind the thing. This thing is... It's strongest at its back, apparently. Ouchie. Yeah, it's about to strike, but they're gonna stop that, right? Rinwell's just kind of tanking it. Wow, hi! Got all up close and personal with me, didn't you? You know, I love it. Keep attacking me when I'm all the way out here like this. And whee! You tried so hard. You didn't really even get all that far. Alright, Kisara. Give us more defense. It's beautiful. I love it. One of these. Knock him back down. Also, that attack is so strong. It's so strong. I should definitely turn off the spread attacks, considering this thing is very water resistant at the moment. Okay, get out of blah 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 magic. Okay, totally. And blah. Because why not? We definitely need as much of this as we could take. Can I get a life bottle off? Yeah, cool. Law was able to still get some of that healing circle. Get out. 3,000. I saw that. Can do one of these. Little distant attack. But yeah, I've been rocking just more or less. Actually, I kind of like it whenever it does this. He kind of focus fires on me, and it makes my life quite easy. Hey, look at that. Perfect dodge. Oh. I thought he was out, but apparently not. One of these. Kisara, help us out. There we go. Alright, is you done? Oh, I think you's done. Alright. Oh, really? You really are letting us down, Law. Come on. Okay, I hear Xion with a resuscitation. Beautiful. One of those. I am very much in pain at the moment. That is fine. Oh, we broke its core again. Fantastic. Always nice. Waterfall, huh? Ow. Hey, Law. Go for it. We're getting close. Only 85,000 hit points left. Not complaining about that. Definitely using the attack up L. Very nice. Would be very nice to maybe go through Rena though a little bit. Get some of those. Oh wow. Alphen went a little insane with that one. Like Xion went down and Alphen. He wasn't taking none of that. Okay, so I'm gonna swap out Xion at the moment, just considering I don't really want to be using up life bottles as much at the moment. Alright, swap back over to this one. Vacuum Blade is very nice considering it's a very quick attack. God, they're not playing around at all. Okay, Kisara. Yeah, I see you. You're doing your tidal wave, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot considering I'm all the way over here. Yay. I just gotta get in a situation where I can get away from my teammates, because they're not smart enough to dodge out of the way half the time. Alright. Law. Come on. He has been up in this like nothing else. Up in this like nothing else. Okay. Used an orange gel, huh? That's fine, I suppose. Resuscitation. Fantastic. Just gonna use one of these. Hopefully knock you down. Beautiful. Cure! Is that mine? Oh, and can I? Nah, it's still the Infernal Torrent, so... Or whatever. Whatever. It's still that attack. I'll use one of them. Thunderblade. This thing is not using magic attacks anymore, which is a real shame. Damn. Alright then. If we're gonna be doing that, I suppose we're gonna be doing that, huh? Use them if you got them. Get out of that. You're gonna need to beat me to that. Hey, Law, back it up. That thing is very smashing at the moment. Alright, nice. One of these. Use this to knock you back down. Beautiful. He did that. He got into his over limit. You don't need to do that. I really wish that this would work, you know? Apparently, whenever you... Actually, this is like the first time that I've ever had... About the first time I've ever had... Shion not in my party, isn't it? I feel like I've always had her in my party, whenever she's been available to be in my party. And it's such an easy attack to avoid, and I love it. I love it. Okay, back it up. I see the electricity. Or whatever. I see that your behind is getting to be very, non-friendly at the moment. Eat dirt. You might have ate dirt, but you didn't eat dirt very well. Hey, Law, can you do me a favor and not die for a minute? Because you're getting very close to your... You're getting very close to your little attack. Back it up. Hey, perfect. Smashing. Fantastic. Use orange gel. Yeah, we're smoking through those things like it's no man's business. Not that it's a shame. Alright. Hold on to y'all self. Alright, Shion, Rinwell, just everything. Everyone and everything. I'll use this, but I was like, I hope Law doesn't use his attack quite just yet. But there it is. Sure. Well, hopefully shattering pieces. Oh god, we're getting close. We're getting close to his Oh god, get out of that. I don't want to be up there, considering everyone's up there. Alright. I actually saw some like frame rate there, I think. Alright, one of those. Back it up. Law, you might want to skedaddle. Can I do one of these, I wonder? Nope, don't think so. 7,000, very close. Finish it off. Oh, yeah, this is looking very good. He kind of went away from me, which is a shame, but... Alright, come on, 3,000 left. We're very close. Oh, he's wide open. This is definitely the end. And Law, I'll let you have it, Law. Whew. Had to use those Omega Elixirs, which I'm not a fan of using those, but we did it.
What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some...
Yep. I mean, it's just a bunch of smudges, but it probably means Zephyr, yeah? Or Tila.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished.
Haven't heard his
Making
voice
it
in a
this
long
far
time.
requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on.
Oh my god, that's us.
If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Dahnans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person. But neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring.
This is what he was trying to say on his deathbed, isn't it?
Know this. Whatever you think of me, and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
I had a feeling that's what he was going to say. Way back
Zephyr.
when. Ah, but it's nice to have it finally out in the open, yeah?
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Live on your own
Zephyr
terms.
once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
Yeah, probably. Astral Flower. Always nice. Yeesh. 8,000, nearly 9,000 experience points. Fantastic. 46 across the board except for Dolim and Kasara for whatever reason. Alright. Alright. That was something. Oh, wait a minute. There actually was something, an owl around here somewhere. I'm wondering, I'm thinking maybe he was back in this, but maybe not. We definitely have an owl around here, considering Huda was all like, woo-hoo, and so definitely want to take a second here to look around, see what we've got. And I'm thinking, past this, probably the next thing that we should be doing is the Shinefall Caves. What? Something over here? What's up? Ah! Construct. Oops. Wrong button. Vines, heed my call. Grow! And this is probably it, though, considering we haven't been up here. Yeah, there's a Dahna now. Ooh, sexy little treasure chest as well. Hi.
Ah, hoo hoo.
Ho 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 ho. Vivid sphere. Best leave it be.
I
Alright.
sense a strange power from this.
Uh-huh. Alright. One's fancy chest. Ooh, Vest of Secrets. Should have picked this up before I...
My word.
Oh well.
This must be the work of Providence.
What now? It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
I don't know, Renwell. I don't know. Feel like there might be something to that. So, is this going to be the best weapon, or the best armor for Law? Maybe. Using only the best materials available, it took countless hours of hard work to realize. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see, I suppose. I was thinking about that in the fight with Zephyr. I was like, I should have looked for armor. Might be something that I can buy, armor related, that might be useful. But if these owls are
The
hiding...
animals back at the ranch should be all grown.
I don't know why they're already grown up by now, but I guess. Sell? Okay, no. Armor. Sapphire. It's not good. Okay. Manage ranch. The chickens have. Okay, sure. Why not? Red pig? There you go. Right. Okay, so we're going to go back to Uzbek. And then we should definitely look around in the other areas. So, we had something hidden here for Law, making me think that maybe we'll find stuff for Kisara, Dolim, and
We've
Rinwell.
reached our destination.
At the very least. 6. Nah, if there's going to be 6 owls still around, it's going to be one for everyone. One more set of armor. From the look of it, I think you guys found the letter.
Hey.
Sure did. Did you guys put it there? Nope. Zephyr did, as soon as the law ran away. He left it there just in case something ended up happening to him and wouldn't get to see Law again. The way him and Law were reunited, he never saw that one coming.
Hey.
Hey, chin up, kid. Still don't think we blame you for what happened to him, do you? Look, I won't lie to you. It really hurts losing a man like Zephyr. He was a father to all of us, you know? But when you're in the business of fighting the Renans like we are, you're always prepared to lose friends and more along the way. Knowing Zephyr, I'm guessing he didn't write you a very long letter, am I right? You know, when your parents met, your mom was a resistance fighter too. Did you know that?
Yes.
I figured it out. The reason she pulled out of the front lines was because she had you. She would stay behind and protect you while your dad would fight twice as hard for the two of you. That was the deal anyways. There was only one time your old man broke it. That was when he went to find medicine to cure your mom's illness. Needless to say, he didn't get it to her before she died. It's the only time I know in all those years when he acted for selfish reasons.
No way.
I had no idea. He never told me about that. But it goes to show he never forgot about you or your mom that whole time. Still loved you both deeply. Yeah, and I just took that and threw it all away, I guess. So, what's your plan? Now that you know how your father's really felt about you. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. But one thing's for sure. I'm gonna grow up to be a man that both my parents can be proud of.
All right.
That's a good answer. In that case, I got something else to give you. It's the ring Zephyr was holding on to, isn't it? That's my mom's. It's yours, kid. You're ready. I feel like you know what I'm thinking. Law's got a ring now, huh? And he's had a whole lot of bonding experiences with Rinwell. Just saying, it's the kind of looking like there's there might be a little connection there, or something along those lines. You're ready. Don't waste this life your parents fought so hard to give you. Yeah, I won't. Thanks, you two. Zephyr's ring. Ooh, it's an accessory, huh? Interesting. Ring precious to Zephyr that you used to keep on him at all times. Symbol of the familial bonds between Zephyr and Law. Zephyr's ring dawn braces. Ooh. Torch bearer. What? Do you bear torches? Alright, increase normal attack limit. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. What, you're not going to talk about it? Okay, we're going to skit about it. But before we do that, I am very interested in seeing what this is. Zephyr's ring. Parental love. Increases increases defense, elemental defense, and resistance by 20%. I feel like I have to give that to Law, just because of, how it is. Just because of that. Also, dawn braces. Ooh, not the best weapons. That's Zephyr's. Oh, that's Zephyr's. You look at it. Like, these look way stronger, but there it is. If these are the actual stats of what Zephyr was using, no wonder he hit like a truck way back when. This thing, God, I feel like you could insta-kill any of the basic Zoogles around there. But oh well. There we are. A whole bunch of things for Law. Vivid sphere. Okay, so it's an artifact. There we are. Katamari Damacy, whatever. It looked very much like a Katamari thing. I was like, that's probably... But is that it is. Carry over records. I have a feeling I know what that's gonna be. Allows you to carry over library entries to a new game plus after clearing the game. Yep, had a feeling. So, at the end of every Tales of game that I've ever played, there's always a thing where you use the grade, which in this is called like battle records, combat, I don't know. Something along those lines. Combat points, that's what they are. Combat points. You could use those to carry over stuff, but you had to pay a hefty price. Like, you would typically have 1,000 or 2 grade by the end of the game, and for like 500 grade, you could bring over titles, or you could bring over arts, or you could bring over weapons, just something like that, goud, anything. You could bring over just about anything to make your second playthrough a little bit more interesting, Definitely did make it interesting. I did it a couple times because I played the crap out of Tales of Symphonia. Definitely played that game on New Game Plus, and I think even New Game Plus Plus. I played that game a lot. I played it a lot. But anyways, nice to see that we don't have to use grade to get that stuff. Zephyr's Grave.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
Take the
I'm
floor.
fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
Where is
His
that?
grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once
pretty
you've been
mad about
doing something
doling.
for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I
sounds
can't
relatable.
treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited, back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now, at one with great Dahna. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's what we can
why
hope
I can't
for, at
afford to
least.
screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.
About all you can do. About all you can do. Oh wow, livestock. Alright, so let's move on. Time to move on. We've done the final of those. So, Navira Snow Plains, we should head this way. I do want to check out all of these areas. Considering I'm pretty sure that Cyslodia, somewhere in the entirety of Cyslodia, we're going to have
That was quite the
An
little
owl.
adventure we went on.
and of course skits. A passing resemblance.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
Yeah, we really
They
don't
were
know much about them.
kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I
Mentioned
never
that.
understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well.
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah.
if I'd had known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously.
Oh, but
What
you're
about your
awfully skilled.
parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
Past
I know how
mistakes.
that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
That's a hell of a
Yeah.
sentence, though.
I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't
You
say.
did act that way. You did act that
So,
way.
Did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt a resemblance, I guess.
It was that rebel spirit he had.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
That's nice. Stormy weather, huh? Alright.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn almost.
When
Romantic,
it
even.
comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Octalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
That's very much true,
Indeed.
yeah.
It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
It was a humble brag. What can you do?
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
Yes,
An
Mom.
unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Smart man, Dolim. Smart man. An endearing owl.
Hoodle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget
Is
that.
that even a
Doesn't
question?
some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
Indeed.
It's not just Hoodle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Oh, definitely.
Well then, I guess with you and Hoodle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hoodle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Aw, yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Even more a reason to
Wish
fight.
I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hoodle's way of establishing dominance?
He's the
That's
man around here.
dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hoodle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Here we go. Yep.
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluff ball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Indeed they do. Indeed they do. Alright, so skits in Cislodia are done with, I think. But we definitely... I'm so sure that there's somewhere in this giant area that we have, there's gonna be an owl hiding around. So let's spend some time and look around, yeah?
We've reached our destination.
Not a very interesting destination, considering apparently don't need to worry about it. The hideout, why not? It's been a dog's year since we've been in the hideout. I really do come from the sticks, don't
Looks
I?
like we made it here in one piece.
Looks like it. All right. I try to slide on the touchpad to get to the map. Nope, wrong game. That is the wrong game there, numbnuts. Alright, maybe here? I'm thinking probably the plaza. Ooh, starships, look at all that. Nice.
We've reached our destination.
We have reached our destination.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Oh, law. You never learn. You never learn, do you? Oh, well. It's more entertaining this way anyways. I doubt it's in there. It's not there, not there, not there. Probably Central Plaza, so yeah. Let's see if it's in Sislodin. Probably over here. God, it's nostalgia actually, you know? Running through all these areas again. I remember things. I remember things happening. Both the problems with streams and just events that happen in game. It's very nice. It's very nice. The prison tower. I kind of don't think so. You know, I kind of don't think so. I was really thinking the Navira snow plains, but evidently not. So, this one. Just look around. We'll find it eventually. Probably.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I'm probably a little off considering there is a slight delay from the audio that I hear and recorded, but it's besides the point. Alright, nothing here. Messiah. We actually haven't spent much time in Messiah at all. Didn't really spend any time here early on.
We've reached our destination.
Still not. Okie dokie. No Hoodle Owl, so. The cabin. I doubt it. Maybe, but I doubt it. Abandoned passage. Maybe. I doubt it. We'll go to the Navira snow plains and then teleport over there. Too bad it's not as convenient, you know? We finally made it. Like with the...
We finally made it.
with the Iglia Wastes. We was able to... we had to go there, so it was pretty simple that, oh yeah, this is going to be an area. Alright. The alley in Sislodin, perhaps. Sure. Underground waterway. I don't really think it's going to be this area, but I mean... I have no idea where I'm supposed to be looking, so...
we went on.
May as well just walk around, examine all the areas, see when Hoodle gets interested in something. When he, feels the presence of another owl. Down here?
It's noisy in here, isn't it?
Things should calm down a little once we're through with this place.
Optimistic as always.
As always. Nothing to do here, though. There's the tower, the frozen valley. Maybe? I don't know. Still need to do all the fishing. Sovereign truth. Oh.
We've reached our destination.
Now, is Volrun actually dead? Hard to say. Hard to say. Where did that say? Upper Safar Sea Cave. I don't remember that area. Anyways. Oh yeah, this goes into an entirely different area. Where would it be? I'm thinking... honestly, I would think that if there is an owl in Cislodia, it's gotta be
We should be able to cook here.
It's gotta be in the Navira snow plains, considering that's where we have our most recent mission, at least.
Something feels odd here.
Huh?
Be on your guard.
Nah, I don't think I will. Don't think there's much of a reason for me to. Alright, so the Frozen Valley was a bust. The Sea Cave's a bust. Prison Tower, I suppose, but honestly, I doubt it. Especially, with this, I'll have to go through the entirety of the castle to find everything, so really don't want to do that. Really don't want to do that. Underground prison. So many things have happened, though. So many things we now know about. Alright, nothing down here either. I was thinking maybe down here. Maybe. I mean, the owl could be anywhere. The owl could be anywhere. Or, I could be completely mistaken and there's not a single thing here. We could do this. We could, potentially, do that. But I'm not feeling very confident in that. So, going to elect to ignore that for now. Alright, so Slodia, I don't know where I would be going. So, Ottolina Palace, the quarry could be interesting. Especially this bottom level, right? Because this is where it was all... Yeah. Let's go in here. Well, then I have to go through... Because I'm thinking that farmost area where we fought Doling.
If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
A wise dolt. Right, we're in Menacia now, so more skits.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
No doubt.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Indeed it is.
So we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we?
Why?
It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Dahnan uprising in Calaglia, the crown contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No,
Or
enough
just a
Hand
bunch
of
of
Destiny
nerds.
talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I don't know,
do
Daddy.
think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Silver lining?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Indeed, indeed. The real Dohalim. Or should we just say
Hey,
Doe?
Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Well, he's a likable dolt.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
Okay, fair. Fair.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
That's almost
Has
me.
he always been like that?
Probably.
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia, though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicent was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
That's a word.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
It'd be difficult,
Come to
I would
think of
imagine.
it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
Not until
It
now.
wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
Oh, you're used to it by now, aren't you?
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
And a likable dolt he is. Alright. Almost had a drink, which is upsetting, but no surprise. Where, if anywhere? Where, if anywhere? We do have this, this Titula Plain, which... Maybe? I doubt it, but maybe?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah, we made it here in one piece. Guess there's Zoogles around. Oh yeah, look at that. in there might be, maybe, a chance, perhapsably, an owl. I kind of doubt it, but who's to say? Who's to say? Let's go through all the areas again. Just touch 'em.
Finally.
Just a little touch and see. Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we'll find something. I was like, why do I have a mission here? But that's just because of they alerted
We
us.
could have flown with the wind to get.
If only. If only. Waterfall depths. I don't think that's an actual area that we gotta worry about. Alright, nope. Sure. Maybe there's an owl around here. That is very nice, at least, though, that we have Hootle to be like, whoo,
Here
there's an
faster.
owl around here. There's an owl around here. Whoo. But, yeah. Training grounds, I doubt it, but I suppose it would be... It's worth our time to look, just in case. Maybe it is.
Looks
Also,
like we made it here in one piece.
I still want to, and still need to do these training ground missions. Which, whoops, whoops. Yeah, I'm just going to places that I can fast travel to. Considering otherwise, we'll just be
We've
here
reached our destination.
all day trying to find all of this stuff. Perhapsably, this is different. I don't know. We'll try it out.
You guys want to rest here?
No, not really. Gold Dust Hideout. The hideout. Maybe something there. Could be. Could definitely see how this one could be a possibility. Gold Dust Cat's Hideout. Alright. Any owls around here? That's a negative. Alright then. Razum Quarry. We've already been there. The Otilina Palace. It's not gonna be there, but we'll check, I suppose. It's not, but no, we can check. Yep, look at that. I was right. It's not here. Talk Pond Road. Again, I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't know where these are supposed to be.
We've reached our destination.
I got a pretty good feeling that it's gonna be, in areas where we have stuff to do still. So, I was thinking it was going to be in the Titio Plains, but apparently not. Apparently not. Mount whatever. Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Yeah, sure. Anything around here? Again.
Finally.
Well, actually,
If only we
I kind of think that this one might be where it is,
could have
considering...
flown with the wind to get here faster.
The bosses here, or the normal, typical enemies were level 60 or under. These guys actually are not. They're like level 50-some, 54 I want to say. But not worth our time. Not worth our time. Tower of the Wind Spirit. This, it's interesting. This is inside Mahagsar, even though the outside of it is inside Menancia. Very interesting. Alright, Niaz. I doubt it. Maybe, but I doubt it. Alright, their existence is
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Should I talk to this guy, considering we technically did save the guy that we went out to save? So maybe? I doubt it. We haven't done everything. Yeah. Okay, we found the guy. We sent him back. But maybe he got ripped apart by Zoogles. If I remember right, that guy kind of ticked me off, so I would be okay with it. Mountains out of molehills.
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
Yeah.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
Probably
What's
remembering
eating at
stuff.
you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
In your shoe.
Pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. I can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
It really
Yeah.
is.
It's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right.
Did he? Alright, Alpin. Really did think of that one, huh?
It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Shion.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome. That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphin, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that
Probably.
you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front then.
What?
What's the matter, Alphin? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Yeah.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
I mean, I guess if you never felt anything whatsoever, things would, starting to feel things would be very strange, very awkward, very odd. Alright, let's go to the hills. Run to the hills. Alright, anything here? Nope.
Fine.
Cool. God. This one, I'm reminded of that one stream I attempted more than anything. Where OBS had an update. God. Funny how real life things and game things just kind of meshing together. Esta luva foresta. I guess we gotta go here though to see it truly. God, I'm getting hungry. Yeah, we
Finally.
had those
If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
we had those donuts, which that kind of made me hungry. I was like, ooh, donuts. Haven't had donuts in a long
Something
time.
feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I think there's nothing worth our time here, so I'm just gonna leave. But ever since then, I was just like, kind of got that gnawing sensation of like, I'm kind of hungry now. Like, I could go for something to eat. I didn't eat very much breakfast, I'll be honest. Didn't, I warmed up some
Finally made it.
very old leftovers and ate that, and it was not very good, and it sent me to the bathroom pretty quickly. So, yeah. TMI? Probably. You're welcome. Hidden Wharf. Alright, let's... I really doubt there's anything going on here, but... who knows? Who knows?
Finally. If only we could have flown.
If only we could have flown with the wind. Yes, I get it. The Dahna Ocean, but we can't actually go there. Alright. I guess that's that then, huh? Thistleum. We'll go here. Going places just to see if we can find the owls, but we really haven't gotten lucky past
with
the
the wind to
Iglia
get
Wastes.
here faster.
Alright, I'm sure that we're going to have some sort of conversation here at the very least. So, I'm going to go to the coastline, the seashore, see what's going on over here. Maybe something, maybe...
Oh?
Look at that. Hidden event! Hey, what's this bottle? You'll get sick if you drink out of random bottles you pick up. It's true. I'm not drinking from it. There's something inside, though. A letter? What does it say? Ship sank. Drifted to this island. No way off. Send help. Seems they were in a shipwreck and sent this letter out to sea in hopes of being found. Ah, classic. That's classic, yo. Oh my gosh. We've got to rescue them. There's a map in here. It's a rough sketch, but it's got the location of the island. Just take a boat there. Okie dokie. I'll do it. Beyond the grave. Cool.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
That actually kind of scared me, I'll be honest. Wasn't expecting to hear that, then all of a sudden it was like crash, 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 lightning, electricity, Kinda gave me a start there. Alright, but cool. So, I mean, I was right. There's definitely missions around that we, nice. Take Mavahar ship to the uninhabited island. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Had a feeling that there was going to be more stuff, so, double the reason. It was double the reason for me to take a double check through all of these areas, Got an extra little side mission we found.
We finally
Yep, we finally made it.
made it.
Taking the road less traveled. Finally, we were getting the skit, which is probably the last one that we saw in the demo that we just have not seen up until now. Really, it took this long, and it's a very easily missable one, considering you have to say, hey, endgame, put you on hold for a minute. We're going back to Dahna, taking the road less traveled.
What do you all say to taking the path less trodden for once?
Yep, this is exactly that.
Path? I don't see any path.
Do you mean that thing that looks like an animal trail? Path may be a generous term.
The one that's kind
I'm
of pointing
assuming
out
you know where it
at
leads?
players, being like, hey, I see
My
you.
gut says to a bridge.
Boodle says your gut's wrong.
Really? Well, it is definitely in the right general direction.
Not that
Exploration.
main roads are necessarily danger-free, but he does have an uncanny knack for insisting on some strange and unique routes.
Treasure!
Alvin always did like a challenge. Can't say I appreciate some of the more daredevil ways he's taken us, though.
But
Like
treasure!
the landslide he insisted was a shortcut before disappearing off the edge nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'll say. Yet the
remember that.
intrepid explorer looked as happy as a pig in muck.
Probably best we stick to doing our own orienteering in the future.
But
Hey,
treasure!
so what about this route then?
Maybe if we pretend we can't hear him.
Aww.
Don't you think the path forward is fraught enough without making extra problems for ourselves? Maybe best to reel it back.
But
Good point.
treasure!
I say we stick to the main track like regular travelers for once.
Guys? I will break down this wall!
But yeah, I feel like that's definitely... I definitely feel like that's the game just being like, hey, gamers, people that play our games, you love going the way that there's the obvious way you need to be going, and you love going the opposite way. You're weird. I feel like that's what they're trying to say to me. Oh, I love it. Alright, I do want to actually go there, considering I think that might be the next thing we do, but... Wow, REM Falls. I guess we gotta go here, because there's no fast travel to that place.
You guys want to
All
rest
right.
here?
Not particularly. It probably would be a good idea, considering we got more skits. We do have more skits with, everyone else.
This place is rather gloomy.
Ones
Why
that'll probably
don't
give us
you lighten
mystic
the mood
arts.
for us while we're here then.
We'll see.
I'll see what I can do. Except, don't worry about it, considering we're just going somewhere else now. Alright, the Loftu Marshlands. The depths. Ah, gotcha. I was like, where? Where does this... Where? Huh? Huh? Alright. We'll go outside the pillaging.
What I can do.
Judging by the stench.
Oh yeah, we've already done
I'd say
this.
the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
We actually came back to Ganeth Harrows earlier, considering we had that one event, that one side quest where Dolim was the one to marry Natio and his wife, whose name escapes me. I just remember Natio, considering he's got a very interesting name. Alright, the Foreland Marsh Mountains, whatever you want to call them. Sean Connery. Pretty. But nothing of value, nothing of worth, so I guess we are just gonna go. Pillaging. There's no reason to go here, actually, considering we have already been here at the beginning, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I doubt we... Maybe it's a thing where you have to kill the big bad, and then that owl unlocks, considering I have not seen one at all. The only time that I've seen one was after we dealt with that one. After we dealt with that one enemy. So, The one that where we got Law's father's, got Zephyr's little letter and everything. May as well go to the wedge, considering why not? Maybe something's here. Maybe not.
Finally. If only we could have...
It wasn't, unless it's all the way up, but I don't really want to deal with that. Lenegis, why not? We're all the way up to Lenegis again.
flown with the wind to get here faster.
I mean, it's not in these convenient to teleport to areas, which is a shame. A very, very much a shame. And we've already dealt with that one. May as well actually head back to the Owl Forest, honestly. Why not? Why not? You know? We've been everywhere else.
Quite the little adventure we went on.
I think Total senses something.
Yeah. You sense an owl around here? I wonder where. Where's the owl? Is it over here with all this other treasure and junk? I was wondering if there's going to be, like... this looks like a perfect place for, like, Easter eggs for the old games, but... this looks to be a bunch of, like, antiques and treasure and junk, so I... don't know. Any, Oh, yeah, look at that. Still room for some owls on this perch. Really? Really? Interesting. Considering... I feel like... we're done with this one. Yeah? I feel like we're done with it, considering we got the big one. No, whatever. Whatever. You know what? Why not? Let's talk to the old man. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah. What he said. Can't believe you'd say that on live television, but what he said. Alright. I could... why not? Why not? You know, we haven't talked to this owl to get out of here in forever, so why not? And look, wheat. Fantastic. And we're here. Interesting. Alright, so I think that the next best thing for us to do would be to go to the Fog War Limestone Caverns. But also it would be a good place to grind a little bit to get, you know, to the end.
We've reached our destination.
So, and before we do any of that, buy, sell weapons, sell, nothing, cool. Alright, we do need more orange gels. We only use 2 of them, I guess, but why not? Why not? Alright, and we'll buy 5 of those. Wish that I could buy the, there was one fancy, what? Everything, huh, interesting. Oh, it's because we're in this area, I suppose. He's still selling the old stuff back here. Yeah, sure, whatever. Forge weapons, craft, anything. I feel like we haven't really fought anything in forever, so... yeah, these 2 are still better than the ones that we just got. But, nice. Nice to know. Nice that we have them. Definitely tempting to go through Rena. You know, it's definitely tempting to go through Rena a little bit, considering there are those little teleports. So we could use those and probably get a good amount of these items, you know? Probably get a good amount of those items. But at the same time, I want to do this.
Did we really just spend that much money?
It was barely anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, darling. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is we are also getting pretty deep in this episode. Oh. Oh?
Doing some thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me that our journey's been going for a while now.
Oh, indeed.
Is it a wonder to you our group has held together this long?
Maybe. We've got Dahnans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time.
A bundle of misfits, no
Yet
doubt.
here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness.
Yeah, we have more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it happens.
Quite literally
I
indeed.
figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
No, it's no surprise.
But now,
But now...
Right. Now, I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
Everyone that we brought together.
it wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
Aww. Dense protagonist moment.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are.
Yeah, well, you're pretty
The
fine
bonds
too.
that you form with others. They shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, true. Huh. The Enlightening Bond. Interesting. Huh. New title for Alphen. Bond forged after many hours and heart-to-heart talks. Oh, so it's just skit. It's just skit things. KO prevention. Huh. Allows you to endure an enemy attack with 1 HP remaining 1 time when taking an attack that would otherwise normally KO you. But I already have that. So can it happen twice then? I guess. Thunderfang. Ooh. I've been wanting a new attack. You know what? Let's spend some time. Let's spend some time and buy some of these things. I was wanting a new one of these attacks, so there we have it. Increased boost strike damage over limit extension. Increased critical hit damage. Very nice. We don't really even have that many. We can buy Incineration Wave. That's a Flaming Edge, though. Burst faster. Kill yourself faster. Wow. Flaming Edge is so useful, but it's at the same time very difficult to deal with. Increased critical hit damage? Sounds perfect. Okay, boost gauge from enemy downs, HE restored from enemy defeats. I don't know. You know. With reduced art casting time during combos. Perfect. That's more or less the thing that I want the most for magic users. The AG, boost gauge, well, with Renwell at least. Renwell would be very useful. Xion, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's kinda meh. It's not, like, imperative. With Renwell, you can cancel arts, which is very useful. So, from enemy defeats, over limit extension, I don't know if I've seen Renwell's Mystic Art yet. We've definitely seen Doleem's, we've definitely seen Laws, we've definitely seen Kasara's, we have seen Shion's, and we've definitely seen Alphen's. I don't know if I've ever seen Renwell's Mystic Art. Honestly, I just don't know if I ever have. AG restored, increased down damage, boost strike damage, over limit extension, strengthened magic charge. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Increased down damage, increased boost gauge from enemy downs. So yeah, I'm thinking either the boost gauge from enemy downs or defeats. I'd have to pick one. Or the strengthened magic charge. Oh, everything she has is so expensive. It's all so expensive. Sheesh. Could I even buy 2 of these if I wanted to? A couple of 700s maybe, like increased down damage and this boost gauge. Maybe even the mid-air jump, but come on, the mid-air jump, I don't need that. I definitely don't need that. Let's buy this one. I really want more boost gauge with Renwell, considering it's such a useful one, but it's so rare to get. I just need my desk. Fantastic. AG, increase BG, faster AG. Boost gauge of enemy down, strength and counter edge, increase counterattack damage, near death element. Near death all the freaking time, so that probably would be a good one. Faster AG, and critical damage, 10 hit, boost gauge increase, awakening burst. Awakening attack, strength and counter edge. Yeah, why not? Awakening burst, and then awakening attack, cause why not? I don't know what else. Just sure. With the law, just about anything that you can buy from him is useful, but it's not exactly fantastic. I can buy a new art for Dohalim here. Ground Dasher. Advanced Earth. Sanguine Blossom. I mean... I'm edgy, you know? I'm a goth, I'm an emo, I'm a punk, I'm all that, so... I gotta go with the dark attack. It's just too cool. Just too cool. Okay, now last one, easier, perfect evading, dodging, guarding, all that. Yeah, definitely would be fantastic. Considering that seems to be the most of her. You know what, mid-air evasion, I'm gonna buy this one for her. Gives us the elemental defense plus 20. But also, I feel like she needs to get out of the way more often. Guard Vengeance as damage taken while guarding onto the strength of guard ignition moves. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. But easier probably would be the best. Anything else I can afford? Yeah, any of these. Strength and counter edge, counterattack critical hit rate, or just damage. Just do damage. Why not? Probably should have done that one too, but oh well. Oh well.
Hey, Shion. Why do you look so tense whenever we're traveling on the road?
Do I? It's not something I do consciously.
It makes you look really Renan in a way, if you get what I mean. Oh, not in a bad way, though.
That's interesting. I never thought I'd see the day where you'd say something being Renan wasn't an insult.
Well, the same goes for you, right? You don't go around saying it's bad to be Dahnan.
True. I guess you have a point there.
We've all matured. I haven't, but they have. Revealing cooking. This could go one of two ways. Let's find out.
Hey, Alphen. Why do you like spicy food so much anyway?
That's just
You
great.
know, I haven't thought about that before. Maybe because when I couldn't feel pain, it gave me that kick I was craving.
Spicy
But
food's
now that
great.
you can feel pain again, wouldn't your tastes have changed?
Did you like spicy food when you were younger?
Not as much as I do now.
Same.
At some point, it just became something almost like an addiction, I guess.
I can most certainly relate. Once you've had your fill of ordinary food, you cannot help but seek out more unusual fare.
Maybe that's
I don't
true.
think that's got anything to do with Alphen's tastes. Although I won't deny that you definitely have a thing for exotic food. The stranger the better.
It's just
I just
interesting.
wish I could have gotten you into sweets like me, Alphen.
Yeah, sweets
I like
are
food
alright.
that's dense and keeps you feeling full myself. It helps you last longer when you're on the move.
It makes me
We
fall
all know
asleep.
you're a quantity over quality kind of.
What was that?
Oh, sorry.
Nothing. I lost my train of thought.
You know, I've also noticed Shion's not really into the same kind of food most Renans are. Could be it's got something to do with the way she grew up.
Alpha in the background, like,
That's so me. Even when I was little, I was all about food that gives me strength. All meat, all the time.
And I guess Kisara is so good at cooking fish because she can catch them herself.
I'm only good with fish because it used to be the easiest thing to get. When you work with something long enough, it comes naturally to you.
true.
I like fish just fine. But what I really like about your cooking is how it tastes homemade. It reminds me of what my mom used to make.
Really? You know, I used to cook a lot of meals for younger kids, and they said the same thing.
Hey,
When you get
we've said
down
it
to
countless
it-
times.
I guess the things a person cooks and the foods they like say a lot about the way they've lived.
I guess. But yeah, we've said it countless times. Kisara is the mom of the group. No question at all. The party's unity tested. Oh boy.
What?
What?
Hey, guys. I don't see any of our food anywhere.
Again?
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zoogles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
This was actually
What?
in the demo as well.
What are you guys talking
I
about?
thought this was in the main
This
game, though.
affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so freaking much!
What?
What?
How could this happen?
Nani?
Those sweets are the highlight of my day. Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you know there's nothing you can do about it, it becomes that much more unbearable.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
Those eyebrows, though.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Eat your maker, Law.
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food.
Hand it over.
Stay away!
Hey, I'm back. Huh? What the heck happened here?
Only a poignant reminder of how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
Yep.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back?
Classic. Classic. Alright. Cook before resting? Yeah, I want to actually do the fruit sandwich considering experience boost large, but I do not want to make Renwell considering I want it to last as long as I can. So, there we are. Aww. There's a little smiley face. It's so tempting to press that considering we have that little smiley face, but, who should I pick? Because we're probably going to get a mystic art from one of them. So, we've had Renwell in for a good minute. Law uses
Mind
his...
if I join you, Law?
Law uses it so often.
So, how's it been going?
Let's use him.
How's what been going?
Come on, man. You know what I mean. How have things been with you and Shion?
I had a feeling it was about that.
Yep.
Well, what about things on your end?
Answering a question with a question.
We're not talking about me. I'd rather hear about you.
I don't really have anything to share on that front.
Well, you do,
Don't
but...
be like that. You think I can't tell something's been going on?
Yeah, seriously.
Look, I'm not the type to go blabbing about that kind of stuff.
Not a kiss
Give
and
me a
tell, huh?
break. Don't keep secrets from me just because you're a little old.
Hey.
I'm not that old.
I don't know, man. Lately, it seems like you start wheezing as soon as we get into a fight.
That's some pretty big talk. You really want to try your luck with me?
Look at them. I mean, your hair's positively gray, Alvin. Like I want to talk.
What were we talking about before?
It was... well, it doesn't really matter now.
What's wrong? Did I hit your head too hard?
No, man, you don't get it.
Yeah,
You're
apparently.
really something, Alphen.
Oh,
What do you mean?
are you hitting on me now?
You. How you always indulge me and help me work through my jumbled thoughts.
Do I?
Yeah, I always feel better after being with you. Even duking it out just now helped.
There you go again, making me out to be better than I really am.
I'm not making you out to be anything. You can't stop me from admiring you, Alphen.
You've got strange taste then.
I'm fine with that. I hope someday I can be there to lift you up, too.
I don't
you
plan
have.
on getting quite that old anytime soon.
Oh, okay.
We should go again sometime.
We should. I look forward to it.
They really do act like brothers.
Let's make sure to kick ass tomorrow, too.
Hell yeah. That's good friends, you know? When you fight, but yeah, it's all in good fun. Crimson
I
Skies.
feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Red Sky Warning. It's a good Helganquil song. Anyways, we unlocked Law's Mystic Art. Look at that, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one auto off, so hopefully, because yeah, it looks 61 uses compared to like Shion's 4. Actually, this would be, we've done it once. Beatific Dace Roar. I don't remember it, but we've done it once. Then again, We haven't exactly done Dolim's a lot. 8, yeah, kind of, sort of. 17 or, we got a star, so I don't know if that resets at 0 or if it starts just going up from there, but yeah, we've done a decent amount. And with Alphen, 45 and 12, pretty similar actually, pretty similar. I like that. But yeah, let's turn those off, see if we can hopefully see what the explosive charge and the wait a second. Okay, I thought I saw something for a second. And Crimson Skies. Also, I just remembered that I was going to change things up. So Vacuum Blades, and then we also unlocked Thunderfang. So I want to try this one out. Also, it looks like it launches the enemy up with a left punch, immediately followed by a sweeping slash. Sounds interesting for this, so I was thinking about putting Vacuum Blade on square. Maybe I'll change that later, considering, I might forget that I changed that. Probably should, actually. Thunderfang and Vacuum Blades. There we go. We'll leave it at that, just because I am not confident in my own brain. Okay, so now, what was I thinking? Rena, right. Oh, well, I mean, the time. So, I do want to go through the Shinefall Woods, but I'm thinking that we could go through Rena a little bit. We could go through this area. That's why I got the XP boost. So we can go through this area. Things will probably be around our level, maybe a little bit higher, considering we are a little bit... I did spend some time grinding, so we are a little bit over-leveled on some of these. But, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go through this. At the beginning of the next episode, next stream of this, Thursday, we're going to go through Rena as far as we can without beating the game.
Finally.
Hopefully...
If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hopefully get some experience. And, I'm trying to aim for, like, the 50 mark. If I can get to, like, level 50. Or not even that, I want to be level 50 before I, start trying all of those other missions that we've got. But, at the same time, that's still 4 to 5 levels above us. So, we'll see on that front, we'll see. But I definitely do want to get as many of the items as we possibly can get to upgrade our weapons to the possibly, very, very likely strongest weapons in the game. I'm pretty sure that those are the strongest weapons in the game. Not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that those ones that I can make will be the strongest ones. So, I want to at least get that material. And then with all these little teleports we got, there's probably going to be a very obvious, hey, this is the end. So, we will deal with that. I was going to say, but retirement plans, so
I wonder
let's
what
get about
Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
1 or 2 more of these before we're done.
That'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
A man can dream indeed.
We didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
Yeah.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
You'd be
Just
probably
a friendly
right.
suggestion.
Alright, so yeah. With that, we are done. So, I'll save, and then we're done. We're done for now. Done for now. On Thursday, we will go through Rena. We'll go through all of this. And have more than one fight, because I'm pretty sure we only had one fight this entire 3 hours and some change. How very JRPG of us to have a full, 5 hours of, 3 fights at most. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? We're definitely going to be getting into the climatic beat 'em up part of the game now. So, you know, not going to be as much conversating past this. I might play a little bit on my own. I don't know. Like, I might go back to the Shinefall Woods, might do a little bit of grinding, but I doubt it. I really just don't think I will, but I might. You know, chances are very low that I will have the time to do that tonight or tomorrow night, so yeah, probably won't have the time to do it before Thursday, but Thursday, we're gonna try to beat this game. I don't know if we will. We could. Very easily, I'm sure. We could very easily just go all the way through Rena without looking back, beat the game. But that's boring. That's so boring. There's so many fun little side missions to do in this game that doing that, what's the point? What's the point of all that? So, I want to see. We are, you know what, 46. Those two are just about 46. Kisara and Nolan. So, we'll get whatever levels we can by going through these. Going through Rena. And whenever we get these teleportals all activated, Metroid Dreads turn the teleports into teleportals. But whatever. Once we get those activated, we will, you know, make our way back. I was wondering if we were going to lose food in here. It looks like we are. Considering we haven't lost any food in the entirety of, you know, Dick Faisal and all that, so I wasn't sure. But we got these two portals, so we definitely will be able to go through and come back at some point in time. This isn't gonna... Going through that portal is not gonna lock us into the end game. And it's probably gonna be a very obvious, hey, this is the last leg of your journey. Stop there. And so we'll stop there. We'll go through this until we get to that point, probably. And then we'll head back to Dahna, construct the best weapons that we can, go to all of the areas. We'll probably be well equipped for it at that moment, considering we'll be a little bit more leveled up. We will have most likely better weapons, maybe even better armor. So I feel like we'll be more prepared for those level 50, 60, and even 70 fights that we are going to have to deal with. I really want to deal with the level 70, but that's a good amount of levels away from us. So unless I find some easy way to level up, it's gonna be something. That'll be a grind. I might have to call this series and then make just a recording later on about this game. Maybe. It's a thought, considering I would hate to just end it without doing all that I can. But at the same time, we'll just see, you know. Take it one day at a time, just like everything. Take it one day at a time. Seriously, this area is beautiful. God. So somber, but so freaking cool all at the same time. Anyway, so we'll see what happens on Thursday. We'll see what time allows, and we'll take it from there. Maybe we'll finish Thursday. Maybe we will finish, but might have a what do they call it? I can't even remember. In anime, you know, there's the like your 12 episodes or whatever, and then you have like an OV, OUV, I don't remember. It's been too long since I've watched anime. I'm sorry, but I really don't watch anime, even though I am anime. I mean, I guess I do watch anime if you count VTubers, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Have a bit of a plan going in, but, you know, with these type of things, you just gotta take it one day at a time. So, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching. Get ready for a very bloodshed episode on Thursday, because we're pretty much done with all the talking. There's a couple more scenes we can talk to, like with the campfire, and we're definitely going to be talking throughout the entirety of Rena, but it's going to be mostly violence from here on out. So if these more story-heavy episodes haven't been to your liking, don't worry, next time. Next time's for you. Alright, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching. Y'all take care, alright? I'll see you later.